Good morning. Is this luck for my trip today? And good morning to you too. Today's first destination is going to be England, but only just the border town of Berwick-Upon-Tweed. And when I get there, I'll explain a bit more about how I hope today is going to pan out. Fingers crossed. Let's go and get on this train. What a beautiful spring day.
Hello, and welcome aboard this LLER Azuma to
See it, say it, sorted.
Edinburgh Waverley, Berwick-Upon-Tweed, Newcastle, Darlington, York, Doncaster.
And that's us almost there. I always have to remind myself that the first stop in England is only about half an hour after Edinburgh. Who'd believe it? And I'm at the wrong door. See, not all trains stop at Berwick. Welcome to the most northern town in England, but as you'll see on the other side of this sign, it's not always been that straightforward. So what it's saying here is this station stands on the site of the Great Hall of Berwick Castle. Here on the 17th of November 1292, the claim of Robert the Bruce to the crown of Scotland was declined, and the decision in favour of John Balliol was given by King Edward I. So throughout history it's been a bit of a complicated wee town, and I think this is the way out. Now I think I'll need to come back here for my bus to the next place, which stops out the front of the station just like this one. But for now we are going this way. I could actually get a taxi for this next bit, but then again, it's a lovely day. Bit in the breezy side, but can't complain. So this looks like it could be one of the main streets. What a beautiful wee town. I can see why both Scotland and England used to fight over it. Going through an old wall here, a defence, which I think you can walk right across the top, but we're going straight on. Aye, I guess that must be the main street. I'll need to remember and pick up something to eat here on the way back. And of course, being Berwick-Upon-Tweed, this is now the River Tweed that we're crossing, with a viaduct off there in the distance. Just a shame I wasn't able to time it with a train coming past. Oh well. Hold on, it looks like my luck's in. It's not like me. Lovely day. I tell you get things in your head and then you realise it's half an hour's walk each way, but that's what our legs were made for, eh? Love the old spinning barber sign. I think we can just cut down this way, although I'm not sure this will give us the best view. Well, there doesn't actually appear to be a decent view, but anyway, this little football stadium, football club behind me is the reason why there's a few people either side of the border that would still believe that Berwick is a Scottish town, even though it hasn't been since 1482. And the reason for that, although Berwick Rangers are based in an English town, they play in the Scottish leagues, and I've got no idea why. Even just a little peek at the pitch would be nice, wouldn't it? I think that's about as good as it gets, folks. A 1 hour round trip to basically see nothing, oh well. Thankfully the video isn't finished yet, and if you want to go and see a game, a tenner. Plus your pie, of course. Hey, isn't it funny how I call this town Berwick and not Berwick, while up in Shetland I call it Lerwick and not Lerwick. Which one's right? Let me know. I knew you'd come back to see me. How you doing? I know. Oh, I tell you what, it's cold crossing this bridge now, and off to my right I can see a bit of Har coming in off the North Sea. Can really feel it too. I'm hoping I can get a nice wee bowl of soup somewhere in town, or at 2:30. I'm a bit late for it. There must be a cafe still open. Bedrock's nightclub, that's where I'll be tonight. The corner house, this looks promising. Open till 4. Hi pal, have you got soup left?
Yeah, we do. It is broccoli and asparagus.
I'll have a soup please, that'd be grand.
Yeah, just sitting or takeaway.
Sit in please. Found my soup and I found a comfy seat. Cheers. What a cool little cafe. I bet there's a few places like this in Berwick. Broccoli and asparagus. And look, I've got a nice couple of wedges of bread with it. Let's give it a wee try. Oh, that's spot on. I'm sitting quite low down, this must look funny. I love these old plates by the way. Okay, I had to have a slice of cake as well. Aye, these plates are lovely, but now empty. Oh, it was a tenner for all that. Bargain. I'm not gonna lie, it's got a bit of the Montroses about it down here. Although Berwick's a bit more dodgy, they've got stocks. If this was Montrose, they'd be using those at weekends. I nipped into Greg's because I saw that they sell stotties. I've got no idea what stotties are, and I've never seen them in a Greg's before. Are stotties nice, and how do you eat them? Let me know. That is some entrance to a pub, isn't it? You wouldn't want those windows getting smashed on a Saturday night. And for reference, it's the Brewer's Arms. Cool's award-winning fish and chips. Any good? If I hadn't just had lunch, I tell you what, I'd be tempted. Where's all that nice weather gone? This is starting to feel a bit ominous. Ah, no, we're okay, it's coming back. Well, that's it, almost time to move on now to the main focus of today's video, which is to catch a bus to Holy Island. Now the beauty of this bus is that its timetable is determined 100% by the tides, to the extent that you could say the route disappears twice a day. It's bus number 477, and we'll go and catch it in a minute. It's just nice sitting in the sun just now. Ah, who am I kidding? Let's go. No rest for the wicked. So that is Barry the Berwick Bear, and that is the railway station. We're back, and I'm hoping I can catch a bus from here. And now it's raining. So let's just get our preparation right. I'm here in plenty of time. So the 477 Berwick to Holy Island. I'm not sure if it'll have the times on here, as I say, it's tide dependent. No, I think it does. So 14th of April, Tuesday, A or F. So A will be the first bus of the day and F will be the second. Berwick railway station, 4:50. And that is exactly what I was expecting. Sorted. Now I'll just pop in here. I don't know if it's away from the sun, away from the rain. Getting everything thrown at us today. Not much here, mind. Some stuff to read, I guess. And a Costa. We may be in England, but it's saying this station was designed with many Scottish overtones. Glad to hear it. I guess this is one bus you don't really want to be late. Unless of course it's an amphibious bus. I've seen those before. Where was it? London? Got into the Thames? I don't think it'll be one of those, but it's an idea. This isn't it, is it? No. Although maybe it is. Berwick to Holy Island, yes. I like a wee bus trip. Is that me, mate? Can I come on?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Aye, just a single, please.
You do realise this is the last bus?
Yes.
Yes.
Aye, I'll come back tomorrow.
2:50. There you go.
Good man.
I couldn't tell you what time the bus is tomorrow. It keeps
Ah,
changing.
no worries. I'll check the tides. That's a nice wee bus, isn't it? Where to sit, that's the question. £2.50 by the way, no bad. Cash or card. And we're off. We'll be on Holy Island in about half an hour. But like I say, a very comfy bus, and as you can see, I'm the only person on it so far. There's a couple more stops in town, I'm sure we'll pick up some more people. Look, can even charge my phone if I need to. Now you might of course be wondering why I've got the big bag with me. That's because there's a pair of wellies in there, and that might give you a clue about what I'm going to try and do tomorrow morning. And that's us on the same bridge I walked across earlier on, looking out towards the North Sea this time. In fact, this is the very same walk that I did, except I went up that way. So yes, of course I need to explain, this is the last bus of the day, so I am staying on Holy Island tonight, and it wasn't cheap. And while we're stopped at the lights, I'll show you it on a map. That gives you a rough idea of the route. And we cross, I think we just crossed there. That's where the causeway is. It looks like a foot. I don't think the lights are working. Oh, that's Haggerston Castle in there, Holiday Park. Not sure, is it like static caravans? I've never been, but we just dropped those two guys off, so it's just me again. Private transfer to the island. Just proof, by the way, that I'm the only passenger. I think this is where we'll be turning. It looks like the only road. And I don't know if you saw that sign back there as we passed, but it had the safe crossing times on it. You should never get caught out. Ah, level crossing. Now it's just this little windy country road all the way down to the island. And here we go, causeway in front of us, thankfully low tide. We got the timetables right. Good few cars coming the other way. But it's like mud flats at the moment, isn't it? A lot of oyster catchers down here. And you see this little hut just up on the left hand side. I believe that's like a refuge if you get caught. I might be wrong, let me know. It's hard to believe this is totally covered at high tide, isn't it? Well, in fact, no, it's not hard to believe at all, Steve. And I think that's us on the island. It looks like an absolute paradise for birds. Way across there we've got the little village that I'm staying at, but I can also see some people out in the mud flats, and that's what I'm hoping to do tomorrow morning, and that's why I brought the wellies. I'm sure you won't be able to see them, but they're just over there. And I think from the hotel I'm in tonight, it should only take about maybe a couple of hours to go over and back, no matter what weather gets thrown at us in the morning. Yeah, that's the start of the crossing just there. It's marked with big poles, and it does look muddy. I'm not 100% sure where we get dropped off, but it might just be down here. The Lindisfarne Hotel. Nice. No, that's not where I'm staying. I think this is us. The bus back will be a bit busier. There we go. Got everything. Mate, thank you very much. Cheers. Aye, there's everyone getting back on to the mainland. And I guess I'll go and find my accommodation, eh? And there we can see the castle off in the distance. I'll try and zoom in actually, it looks pretty cool from this angle. We might even have a walk out there this evening. And there goes the bus. If you missed that one, that's you, you're staying here for the night. And it's all because of these things, tides. And while we're here actually, I'll just check. Tomorrow, Wednesday the 15th of April, we're good to cross 4:55 AM till 12:10 PM. I think my bus is just before that as well. Right, let's go. What a beautiful place this is. But I'm sorry, I might have got it wrong, because when we came into the village it said welcome to Holy Island. So that got me thinking, is that the name of the village? And the island's called Lindisfarne? I don't know. But one thing I do know is that's our accommodation right there, the ship inn. That looks alright, eh? And they've got food available as well. I'd like to get my dinner here tonight. Just get an idea of prices on the menu here. Fish and chips, large, £19.95. Steak and ale pie, £19.95. Kind of what I was expecting. Okay, let's go and get checked in.
You gotta keep that door there and get that out.
Okay, look.
You stay one night in there.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Thank you. So aye, this is room number 1 at the Ship Inn. Very basic, not much to show you. Nice enough. Bathroom, shower. I hate it when the seat's up. And I'll look out the window. But would you believe this for one night? 200 quid. That's island life for you, isn't it? Breakfast included, I suppose. So I'm not sure what to do. It's almost 6 PM. They said they serve food till about 7:15, but I want to use the daylight, maybe go a walk along the castle. I think we'll prioritise that over food. I must admit though, I'm not very keen on these little shower cabinets or the mini toiletries they give you. Come on, let's be honest, it's a bit naff for 200, isn't it? And not really in the best condition. Historic building though, I'll give it that. Now you know I like to open hotel windows, but this one is very, very heavy. In fact, I can't do it while holding the camera. And then it just falls down again anyway. I'm going to need to work something out. A bit dangerous that. I think that's the best I can do. I like the book, it kind of looks like it's from the 1970s. Aye, let's get out there and explore before it gets dark. Down into the darkness. I think we can use this door. Yes. Alright. Should I be wearing a jacket? I don't know. We'll be fine. In fact, turn around, I'm just going to have a quick look at the village first. And the thing is, I will need to find some dinner. I was planning just to go in the Ship Inn, but the music is really loud in the restaurant. It's not ideal for filming. I'll see if there's anything else. I'd say in a village of this size, it might not happen. And yeah, of course, the other problem is the Ship Inn stops serving food in about an hour, so I might not even be back by then. Home of Lindisfarne mead. Sounds interesting. And I can certainly smell food this way. Oh yeah, don't let that be you. So we've got a couple of places here, the Manor House, and across there the Crown and Anchor. Not seen a wee shop yet, that would be handy. Hello pal. I think we'll just pop in and ask these places when they serve food until. Nah, they stop serving in half an hour because it's so quiet. I think we're going to have to choose between a walk and dinner tonight, folks. But we'll have a quick look at the Crown and Anchor first. Oh no, that's me. Well, it's really busy in there, but they said they serve until about 7:30. That's an option. We might be back in time, so we'll make this walk very quick. And there's a big old anchor. Where are we? Oh, we're back at the ship. St Oswald's Cottage. What is it? National Trust Holidays, okay. But aye, the bus service to get here was absolutely fantastic, and I'm starting to think it was a smart choice to stay overnight because all the day trippers are gone and I've kind of got the place to myself. And what a place it is. Leading out, of course, to its most famous building, the castle. But will we get there and back by 7 PM? That's the question. Or hold on, is this their most famous building? Holy Island Sewage Pumping Station. And a nice sewage pumping station it is too. Now there's a sign here saying England Coast Path. Is this the new coastal path, like the King Charles one that's just opened and then closed again straight away? Oh cool, beautiful beaches, harbour, boats. It's got everything I love, but does it have a lighthouse? That's the question. So up here on the hill, apart from the castle of course, we've got some huts made out of old boats. That's genius. And as we swing round, off in the distance, that's the Farne Islands, somewhere else I've always wanted to get to. And then we've got another castle, they've got a neighbour across the bay. But I'll just have a quick look at these beauties, then I'm off. Is that the back of the boat? And that's the front maybe. Cut in half. At least they put the old boats to use. And I think we can maybe go back this way, do a loop. Hey, it does look like a proper castle from this side, doesn't it? I know it might seem a bit rushed this evening, but it was all just about the journey to get here today. This is just a bonus. Be a bonus to get some food as well. Right, we made it in time and I've ordered proper fish and chips. Always fresh, never frozen. Cool little place. I had to try the local beer, didn't I? Northumberland Gold, this one. Oh, that's nice. Just don't ask for a description though, I've got no idea. It's a light batter, but that's not a criticism. It does look very homemade. Let's cut into it. And I believe them, that'll be very fresh. That is really decent. It's a massive portion as well, by the way. Barometer, storm barometer. I'm not looking at that too closely because the truth is I don't want to know. The plan is to get up very early tomorrow morning and go for a walk across the causeway to the mainland and back again. And I don't mean the road causeway, I mean the muddy foot one. So it could be interesting. That fish and chips, by the way, I'll be the first to admit that it might not have looked amazing on camera, but it was so good. And I'm glad I got my dinner tonight because I checked while I was in there. There's no supermarket in the island. In fact, there's nothing open at all now, apart from the odd pub. And the beer was good, but I don't want a second one. So I'll just go for a wee wander up the hill here, and then I think I'll be back to the room for an early night. What have we got out here? The Lantern Chapel, the Lookout, War Memorial, Anglo-Saxon Church Remains, Shipping Beacon, Osborne's Fort. So much to choose from. I don't have that much daylight, but I think we'll go to the Lookout. I know it's not going to be open, is it? Open? Wow. I did not expect this. Is it a 24-hour kind of place, is it? Oh, I could live here, folks. 360-degree views. St Cuthbert's Island. Called to be a hermit, St Cuthbert lived on the island for a short period before moving to Innerfarne. Oh yeah, you can see the cross. And that's the main causeway across that side. You've got St Mary's Church and then Lindisfarne Priory. What a fantastic place, eh? I'm glad I came along here now. I did not anticipate this being open. Right, let's go. So I'm guessing those old boat huts could have been there for a while. I think we can just wander around this way back to the hotel. I'm not going to go out to any islands because I don't know tide times and I don't want to get caught. But it's good to go for a walk after dinner, you know. It must just be an island thing, but everything's open late at night. It's the kind of place you don't need to lock your doors, eh? But then again, I can't exactly show you anything inside this old lifeboat hut because there's no lights. But they do have the outline of the old boat on the floor. Massive. I wonder if that means St Mary's will be open as well. Let's go and have a look. Where's the entrance? Is that it? Doesn't look very inviting. No, that's locked. Ah, well, it was worth a look. But I did just spot something along here I want to show you before the light fades. Aye, I suspected it might be a Morgan. Right, with that, let's go home. Aye, it's the kind of place you can just walk down the middle of the road, and I don't need a map either. I can see the ship in front of me. Now, do we just tap this? Yes. Home sweet home. okay, the bed's actually comfortable, so I think I'll be quite happy here tonight, and I will see you in the morning, very early in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning, it's 7 AM, and where am I? Well, I'm halfway along the Pilgrim's Way between Holy Island and the mainland. I set off about 6 o'clock this morning, and I've just realised that all the way here my GoPro hasn't been recording audio, which is such an annoyance. This only happens now and again, but typical that it's happened this morning, and I haven't noticed it till now. So here we are about halfway, marked by one of these refuge huts in case you get stuck out here and you've missed out on all the nonsense I've been talking this morning. You lucky lot. I'll have a quick look at this before we go, I don't know if I trust these boots though. Ugh. And filming at the same time ain't easy. There we go, that's as far as I'm going. Aye, back down. Careful. Aye, so how was the walk? Well, it was okay to be honest, but it's very muddy and it's very wet. I was carrying these wellies all day yesterday and they're heavier than they look, but boy am I glad I brought them. Yeah, I still can't believe the GoPro's let me down again. It's one of these things I normally check before I start filming in the morning religiously, but the one time I don't do it is the one time this happens. Typical. Ah well, it is what it is, and that just means that you're seeing the return journey instead of the outbound journey. At least I'm warmed up, eh? Now I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of mud flats, especially walking on them out here on your own, because there's nobody else here. And you hear those horror stories, don't you, about quicksand, people getting sucked into the mud and getting stuck. I don't fancy that. You can safely walk the Pilgrim's Way a couple of times a day, which is the same pretty much as the road, which is over there, the causeway, but for cars they've got tarmac. For us, we've just got mud. Today's safe crossing time started about 5 AM and I started my walk around 6, so it hasn't fully drained yet, it's still very wet. You can already clearly hear the cars and the trains on the mainland, and the seals over there on the bank, I think they've just woken up and they were watching me. Yeah, so initially when I came down here, the plan was to do the full walk from Holy Island to the mainland and back again, but I just didn't have time, because I've got to consider, of course, daylight hours, tide times, and I've got to catch a bus on Holy Island that will get me back to Berwick, and it's the only connection that will get me home to Montrose today. So it's a shame I couldn't do the whole thing, but it was nice to get a wee taster. On the way out I was worried I wouldn't get across here, but in the end it was absolutely fine. You see, I've only got one pair of trousers with me, so I can't afford the water coming over the boots, or else it'd be an uncomfortable journey home, but it's not actually too deep. And the only footsteps I can see this morning are my own coming the other way. Little did I know I was walking in silence. It's a direct route now back to the hotel to get my breakfast. I'm looking forward to it. I think I've earned it. What do you think? Because I tell you what, it can get a bit tiring walking in the mud. Almost there, keep pushing. Can see Holy Island now pretty much in its entirety. I think there's more sheep than people. I've never done this kind of walk before, but I tell you what, these pilgrims, they don't half put in some effort. And as I take the last few steps off the beach at the end of this return journey, here's a fascinating look at the outbound leg. Ah, it was good fun though. All part of the YouTube journey. Welcome to Lindisfarne National Nature Reserve and part of the England Coastal Path. And St Cuthbert's Way. That's just a bit of it that we've done this morning. And please, if you're doing something like this, whether it's here or Cramond Island or anywhere, check the tide times. Once, twice, 3 times. You can never be too careful. There's the sign we saw when we arrived yesterday, and if you're driving here, just remember you need to use the car park. You can't drive in the village itself. You can see the castle off on the horizon. It's beautiful, eh? Yeah, there's the car park. It's massive. You can tell how many visitors they get here. And why they don't want you driving into the village, I get it. It was damp and cold and it was difficult to get up this morning, but when I look back on how far we've walked, it was worth it. I tell you, it's never easy walking that far in wellies either. I can feel it a bit in my heels. That's not a good sign for the West Highland Way, but it's fine, we're almost back and into comfy trainers again. Look at the old Royal Mail bike, and we've got the store directory, village shop, cafe, sweets and ice creams, post office. Everything you need. You have to have a parking permit to get any further, or a boy badge of course. And that's the fire station. Gotta get these wellies off, eh? Right, that's me all freshened up. Let's go and grab some breakfast. I guess we just sit anywhere. It's just me, of course, so I'll grab this one. And breakfast menu. Hey, look at what we've got here. An old sextant. I'd be lying if I said I knew how to use it, but I bet he does. Had a couple of local Eyemouth kippers for breakfast this morning. I'll drop a little clip in just now. I just didn't say anything down there because there's people enjoying their food. I don't want to be going on about how fresh the fish is. And it was, by the way. Now the local timetable is telling me that the bus off the island will leave at 10:50. I better get myself ready, eh? Because even being here just for one night, I've got stuff everywhere. I'm always like this. Okay, I think we're good to go. I read the timetable wrong, by the way. We've got an hour and a half's wait for the bus. So that was the ship in, and it was alright. I know it can't be easy to run an independent hotel on an island like this, so although 200 quid is a lot of money, I kind of get it. I'm just going to go down here and double check those bus times, but it's cold, so I suspect we might be retreating to a cafe. Wednesday the 15th, B or G, B 11:29. That's what I thought. I've popped back down to St Mary's in the Priory to see if I can have a look inside the church. It's certainly a bit busier here today. Oh, it is beautiful. Yeah, it's always nice to get a proper look at these stained glass windows. I'm guessing this is how you ring the bell. It's very tempting, you know. Look at these little fellas. So should we pick up some mead while we're here? Apparently it's the best in the world. I don't even know what mead is. Oh, what a place. No, it doesn't look like wine. Give it a try. So there's dark, and there's spiced, and there's even a pink version. I think I'll go with these two and we can have a sneaky wee swig on the bus. And you're meant to drink it from one of these. I think I'll get Alicia a candle. That should terrify her. In fact, if we're going to try mead, we should be trying it on Lindisfarne at 10:30 in the morning outside an old church. Here goes. It's a bit floral. Has it got honey? Can't quite describe it. It's alright. It'll certainly warm me up. Back in the bag, maybe later. Ooh. Bin lorry, there's always a bin lorry. So what do I think about Lindisfarne? I'm not sure actually, I'm a bit torn. I would say if you're coming here for hiking or bird watching, any time of year would be fine, but if you're going to be hanging around the village, Holy Island, I don't know, maybe come off season, because in summer it'll just be packed with people like me. And you get a bit of a sense of it today because it's still the Northumberland school holidays, so it's just a constant stream of people coming in from the car park and a few coaches as well. Popped in for a hot chocolate, for a heat and a seat as much as anything else. When you think I pretty much had this place to myself last night and you see it today with all the tourists, I think I made the right decision to stay over. Here's the 477 coming in now. Hi pal, just a single to Berwick please.
£2.50 please.
Cheers.
There
Thank you.
are. Thank you.
Aye, the car park's fair filled up now. Thanks pal. And we're back in Berwick where I've got about an hour till my train. And there goes my wee bus. Well, my train's delayed, of course it is, but not to worry, it's just the run up home and I was going to stick the camera away anyway. So thanks for coming on this little adventure, I hope you enjoyed it, and from here in Berwick, I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Not my train, unfortunately. That's a lot of shopping.